A Richmond-based nonprofit that strives to bring us all together is seeing a huge spike in requests for help with incidents of bullying, bias, or discrimination all across the Commonwealth. Tonight, Rachel DePompa takes us inside the Virginia Center for Inclusive Communities to show you what they do to help end prejudice in all forms in schools, businesses, and workplaces.
Just a few months ago, this group of educators was made up of colleagues and co-workers at Glen Allen High in Henrico. Now they can truly say they're also friends.
The 8 of us became very close and had a common vision about kind of inclusivity and really kind of knowing one another more as people.
They were all part of a special retreat this summer, a week away to figure out how to change the culture at their school. They're actively looking for ways to make sure Glen Allen High is a place for everyone to feel safe and welcome. It's Principal Reginald Davenport's personal mission to build a culture of kindness.
When you deal with kindness, that comes straight from the heart. Not nice, but being kind to one another.
The workshop was held by the Virginia Center for Inclusive Communities, an 83-year-old nonprofit with a mission to help bring schools, businesses, and workplaces together to turn the tide on what divides us.
We've been turned to as a resource to help bring folks together. So we get a lot of calls and requests after incidents of bias, bullying, or discrimination.
Jonathan Zur is the president and CEO. His group provides training to over 20,000 people a year. But he's noticed an eye-opening new trend. Between 2015 and 2017, the Virginia Center for Inclusive Communities saw a 1,300% increase in requests for services.
It's overwhelming to know that there's an increase, and it feels, I think, really purposeful to be doing this work in this political and social climate where folks are feeling such a sense of division.
The violence in Charlottesville last year was a recent turning point for VCIC.
We saw Charlottesville as, I think, the most visible example of a lot of tensions that had been simmering for a long time and that unfortunately have continued to be a challenge.
The group was also called in to help with a unity rally at the Reconciliation statue here in Richmond. It supported a governor's commission on diversity and equity created in the aftermath. Last fiscal year, it held more than 363 different programs to bring people together. Programs like the one at Glen Allen that's just started, but is flourishing.
I think, the K-12 system and high school is a great time to kind of talk about inclusive communities and what it's like.
To have that courageous conversation, also better understanding that even though we have a lot of differences, we're more alike than different.
On the Virginia Center for Inclusive Communities website, there are ways you can get involved, volunteer, donate, or even request a program at your school or business. On your side, Rachel DePompa, NBC12 News.